Three really quick things you should know if you're planning to get gift funds for your closing costs and or your down payment. So the first thing is it matters who gives you the gift. It matters who gives you the gift. The reason why is all the loan programs spell out who can and who cannot give the home buyer a gift to use at closing. So for instance, if you're doing a conventional loan through Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, they will allow a gift from a relative, and they spell out exactly what the definition of a relative is. They will allow a gift from a fiance or domestic partner, and they'll allow gifts from housing agencies, gifts or grants from housing agencies and that sort of thing. So if you're getting a gift from someone, let's say, who's not a relative or your fiance or domestic partner, then that is not going to be allowed under these conventional programs. The government programs allow those same entities to give you gifts. They will also allow a gift to be conveyed from what they call a close friend with a clearly defined and documented interest in the buyer. Okay, so close friend with a clearly defined and documented interest in the borrower. So just be aware of that. It matters who gives you the gift. The second thing is it matters how and when the gift money is given to you, how it is conveyed to you. So you want to talk with your lender about this. The reason why is the lender's responsibility is to show that money moving from the gift donor to you. And in some cases, if the gift money is given up front, the lender may be required to get bank statements from the donor. So, in the mortgage world, anything you can do to limit the amount of documentation that you have to dig up and provide is going to save you some time and some effort later on. So the best course of action in most cases is to have the gift donor to give you the money at closing. And your lender can tell you what the requirements are around that, but that keeps you from some of that extra documentation. Another thing that gets tricky too is if you may know this, but with mortgages, if you have large cash deposits, that can be problematic because there's no way to be able to document where that cash came from. So if you have a gift donor that's going to give you a bunch of money in cash that's going to be deposited into your account, that's just not going to work. So talk with your lender before you move any money, any gift money, or whether before you have the donor give you any of the gift money, and talk about what would be the best way to get that money into your hands. The third thing you should know if you're getting a gift for your closing or your down payment is it could impact your ability to be approved. It could impact your ability to be approved. Why do I say this? I know you're thinking, well, if I can get the minimum amount for the down payment and the closing costs, what difference does it make where it comes from? Well, all of the loan programs have automated underwriting systems. So this is an algorithm that pulls in all your information from, your credit history, your job, your income, all those things. So if you have a transaction and you maybe just barely meet the minimum credit requirements, maybe your debt to income ratio is a little high and you don't have any money in the bank and all of the money you're using for this transaction is coming from outside sources, the underwriting system is going to look at that as you have not demonstrated any ability to be able to save any of the money that you need for this transaction. And we all know, if it looks better from an underwriting standpoint if you're providing some of your own money that you've been able to save and not relying on outside sources. And please understand, I don't mean that to say if you're getting a gift, you won't be approved. I'm just saying that these automated underwriting systems, in some cases, could perceive that, or could perceive might be the wrong word, but could look at that as a negative aspect of your application that you don't have any of your own money into this transaction. So I hope that's helpful to you. Those are the three things. If you have specific questions about gift funds or anything to do with mortgages, please feel free to reach out. All my contact information is on the channel homepage. Thanks for watching. Look forward to talking with you.